A big g'day and welcome to another big edition of the MCDFNL Footy Show. Thanks to Maryborough McDonald's. My name's Yeendy. I'm joined by the great man Shane Amwell. And preliminary final week, mate. This is probably where AFL they always gear up for the big preliminary final. That's where we see some of the bigger games and just a bit of a feeling around the competition. We might see some great close ones this weekend.
I've got no doubt that we will. This is the set. Well, can almost be bigger than the grand final week. You've got two games that probably are worthy of grand final status, and the two clubs that have the wins on the weekend certainly have earned their right to be there, and it's going to be a cracker.
First game we'll take a look at, mate, was Navarre and Natty Bielba on Saturday. These two teams have met once during the home and away season, and it was a great contest. Navarre winning that one 9-15-69 to 9-7-61. Navarre actually kicked 5 goals in the last term in a low-scoring contest to come from behind to win that one. If Natty Bielba can recapture some of that form that they had in that particular game, they're going to be half a chance here.
Yeah, they certainly will be half a chance, and they'll rate themselves as that chance. The couple of injuries come out of the game last weekend, so they'll see how they handle that. Look, they're always great contests, Navarre and Natty. They're traditional rivals, and they always give it all for those games. Navarre have just done everything right this year. They've finished on top of the ladder. They had that thumping win in the first week of the finals, in the qualifying final, and they had the week off, and now here they are, and they're going to come up against Natty Bielba. And I think, given all of that, I'm going to have to go with Navarre. Sorry, I think they're just the class of the field at the moment, and they'll have a good win Saturday and be our first club into the grand final.
Yeah, they're really looking at down the barrel at 5 in a row at the moment, and it probably sits at round 7 contest. I don't think they've had a score that's been lower than that than 9-15. I think ever since then they've probably been averaging at least 100 points a game.
Yeah, generally all the wins they've had, they've won well. So. Look, I just think it's Navarre's to lose on Saturday.
Yeah, but I'm not going to argue with that one there, because Natty Bielba, their best is, again, we've talked about it's like a cliche, their best is very good, but when they're a bit off the game, which Navarre will certainly do what they can to do just that, then it could go a bit the other way. Sunday's game, Carisbrook and Royal Park. I don't know how many people would have backed this to be a preliminary final matchup.
No, I don't think so. I think a lot of people would have expected Harcourt to be taking on Carisbrook, but of course Bushy got the win last week, and it was a very good win too. Bushy have sort of been a little bit quiet there, flying under the radar. They finished in 5th on the ladder and just missed out on the double chance. But I suppose they've done it the long way to a degree. But they've done it well, and they've had good wins, and they deserve every part of being into the preliminary finals. You would have watched them over the course of this year. What do you think would be one of their key strengths? So is it the midfield that can sort of get their hands on the ball?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, that's certainly where all the drive's coming from, quite naturally. Yeah. But I think it's a lot of consistency across the board as well, and they play consistent games of football as well. So they haven't had really horrid quarters where they've just fallen apart and might have lost some games, like the game on the weekend that's just gone. They just played a nice consistent game across the board, and that showed out in the result. And I think they're going to do the same again this week. However, they're coming up against Carisbrook, who are going by the ladder the second best team at the moment, and they had that really strong win like Navarre did in the first week of the final series to get the week off, and here they are on the Sunday taking on Bushy, who've had a couple of tougher games.
Yeah, definitely right there, mates. And they faced each other just once this year. Back in round 12, Carisbrook ended up winning that one 86-49, but the Tigers, they did lead that one at a quarter time before the Redbacks just sort of kicked into gear, as they tend to do week in, week out. They might start a little bit slow on some occasions, but their finish of the game is just remarkable.
Yeah, that's right. Look, I think this, of the two games on the weekend, this is probably going to be the one that's going to be the closest of the two. I think Carisbrook are going to get over the line here. I think just as something different, I would say on Sunday night we'll be talking about a Navarre-Carisbrook grand final.
Yeah, again, I think.
Again, yes.
But I think this one, we'll see a Carisbrook side is very, very strong as well. They did finish the season as minor premiers back in 2016, so I think they were only percentage off it this year, and they're good to see they're ticking all the right boxes to go around again, mate. Thanks to Maryborough McDonald's. This has been the preliminary final preview, and it's certainly going to be a fantastic weekend of footy. And as we sort of said before, probably the best weekend of the final series, I reckon.
Yeah, we look forward to everyone getting along to Princes Park over the 2 days and supporting those clubs. We've got 8 teams playing on Saturday and 7 on Sunday, so there's a good mix from the league playing there. Carisbrook have got four teams in football on Sunday, so that just shows how strong the club is. But there's a lot of others there looking to take them on.
Hopefully for your sake, mates, we ended up having 15 of the 15 different teams sort of go through. We have quite a few, as many clubs as possible going through to the big dance. What it's all about. It's what we want to see.
15 of the 14 teams would be really good.
Thanks so much for joining us here on the MCDFNL Footy Show. We look forward to catching you next week.